guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Positively Insane podcast. My name is Kevin Jones. I'll be your host and spirit guide for the next 15 minutes. If you've been paying attention or following me on Facebook, you know I'm starting to be active again with the podcasting. Mostly been doing live streams. Those things are pretty fun where it's at. But excuse me. I had something a little bit different to talk about today, and it just didn't feel like a live stream was the way to go. Obviously, if you've been checking out my Facebook, you probably saw the post I made on Saturday regarding my next door neighbor putting a knife to my throat. And so I kind of want to talk a little bit about that, explain what happened, and talk a little bit about what's been going through my head since. So I was just chilling with my headphones on, talking to my friend Margaret for a while. After our conversation, and during this conversation, I even mentioned to her, you know, you hear that? My neighbor's slamming things around and yelling and screaming. It's a very common occurrence for these guys. They're always fucking fighting. And I always keep to myself and mind my own business. I mean, I've been there, done that. I've been in a shitty relationship. I get it. I don't give a fuck as long as they leave me alone. And it doesn't sound like anybody's dying. But Saturday, things were more out of hand than normal. There was just a lot of banging and screaming going around. And so after about an hour of ignoring it, I took my headphones off, started paying attention. And now I don't associate with my neighbors at all. I live in a shitty apartment building, pretty much from what I can tell, and it's not that hard to tell. Everyone in my building is a junkie of one type or another. Mostly meth and heroin. I don't fuck with this shit. Never fucked with heroin, and I don't fuck with meth anymore. And I don't associate with anybody who does. It's not a part of my life I ever intend on bringing back. So I don't talk to these people. I don't trust any of them. I keep to myself. I only ever met this guy once. Right after I moved in, he introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to come over and smoke up. And I politely turned him down, and that was it. And then fucking fast forward 3 months of me listening to him and his girlfriend constantly going at it. I'm sure there was physical violence, but I could never be positive because, to be honest, it's not my job. It's not my job to listen to every domestic dispute of my neighbors, you know what I mean? It's not my fucking job to be in their business and call them cops and shit. I just don't do it. I had cops called on me and my ex-girlfriend, and it fucked our lives up. You know, all over some fucking hyper-concerned neighbor that couldn't mind her own business. Like, we both got some shit for this. Neither one of us even wanted to press charges, but that's in the past, well over 10 years ago. So I keep to myself. But I've been here, and I know the dude's a tweaker. I can just tell. The guy never sleeps. He has people over at all random hours of the day and night. It's not that hard when you live your life. You understand and recognize it immediately. So, here is Saturday. I take my headphones off and I actually start listening and paying attention to what the fuck this guy's actually saying. And he's outside my door. First thing I heard was something about cock rings. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then because he keeps going in and out of his apartment and in and out of the building, throwing shit around. He flings something against my door, telling me to come get my cock rings, apparently. And at this point, I'm still not 100% sure he's talking to me. So I've never had an issue with him personally. And so I start getting dressed, just in case, and I get up close to my door, and he's out there again, and now I can clearly hear him screaming. This is exactly what he says. You know, this is a direct quote. Dicks are for pussies and asses for shit. You faggot number 5. Now my apartment is number 5. He doesn't know my name. Because I don't even put my name on my mailbox. It's nobody's fucking business who I am. Nobody's fucking business where I live. I still get my mail. My name doesn't need to be on the box. Specifically for this kind of shit. And that's when I get really mad. Dicks are for pussies. Shit is for ass, you fucking faggot number 5. And now at this point I'm significantly, to use the words I hate to use, I'm significantly fucking triggered. And I finished getting dressed, and being the arrogant motherfucker I am, I put my knife in my pocket for just in case, and I go out to confront this guy. You know, I'm not a violent person by nature, but when I feel there's an opportunity for this, I hate to use the word justified, but an opportunity to kick someone's ass where I'm in the right and don't have to deal with legal consequences, I got a real bad knack for liking to fight. I don't get into many fights, but the fights I get in, it's like an adrenaline rush, you know what I mean? I don't like to fight. That's the point. But I do like to fight. But I will always try my best to resolve the situation beforehand. If I get pushed into violence, that's a little different. It doesn't happen very often. So I go out there and I immediately just start yelling. I was like, what the fuck are you pounding on my door for? I don't even fucking know you, type bullshit. And he comes storming out, and he's just instantly, I can tell instantly, I've measured him up in a half a second. The dude's definitely fucking high. He's tweaking off his ass, and violence is gonna happen immediately. I could tell this. So as soon as I see him, he gets in my face, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm not yelling anymore. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck's going on? And he just starts calling me a faggot. I don't like a faggot living across from me. He asked me if I'm Tia's cousin. I don't even know who the fuck Tia is. You know what I mean? I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I only know his name from other people I know who he is. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not even a fag, so what's the fucking deal? And even if I was, who gives a shit? And he's just being belligerent. And at this point, I'm trying to be calm about it. I'm like, if I can diffuse the situation, that's what I'm attempting to do. You know, like I said, I might secretly want to fight, but 99% of the time, I want to resolve the situation. Because, yeah, you know, I'm not going to explain why I want to fight or don't want to fight. That's irrelevant. Point is, I was trying to solve the situation, and that's when he pulls a fucking knife out. and he puts it to my throat. And I can't lie, that made me really fucking mad. Like, that was my first reaction, anger. I've never had my life threatened with a weapon before. People make threats all the fucking time. It goes in one ear and out the other. This dude had a knife to my neck. And I got really scared for a minute, not because the knife was at my neck, but because it made me mad. And my second reaction, my second instinct was I have a knife in my pocket and he's looking me dead in the eyes. He's not going to see me reach my hand in. He's not going to see me pull it out. And he's not going to fucking even know it's coming until it's buried under his chin. And I stood there for 10 seconds with a knife to my fucking throat, thinking about killing him. That's all that was going through my mind. I could kill this motherfucker right now. No regard to my own safety. No regard whatsoever. And after about 10 seconds, that's when I started thinking, there are people who care about me. There are people who love me. There are people who know I have potential to reach a certain level. They know I can become something better than I have been in the past. And it would be a miserable, crying shame to have my story end because I'm some fucking tweaker who has no idea who the fuck I am guts me because he thinks I'm a fucking fag. Which I use this word fag and faggot, not like, I don't give a fuck. This is the words that he used. I don't know. You know, I've never done shit with a dude, but I'm not afraid to admit that someday I might suck a dick, but primarily I like chicks. So I don't identify as gay. I don't understand where he got this information he got. That's irrelevant. But after 10 seconds, that's when I started thinking a little more clearly. And I just put my hands up. You know, and I didn't really feel that threatened. That's the thing. You know, he didn't really have it jammed into my throat or nothing like that. I could tell by looking in his eyes that I'd have to push him farther. You know, I could walk away. I knew I could walk away. So there was no need to pull that knife out and bury it in his throat, other than for my own fucking satisfaction. And after about 10 seconds, these thoughts went through my head, finally. And I just put my hands up and I said, whatever, dude, I'll call the cops. And I backed up. I didn't turn away. I just backed up and went into my apartment, shut and locked the door, called the cops. And they showed up, and long story short here, he ditched the knife. The dude's had plenty of run-ins with the law. He knew what to do. The cops searched him and his apartment. They find no knife matching the description that I gave. There were no witnesses. I could have pressed charges, but in the end, what good would it have done, honestly? I just wanted this shit over. And so basically, I had them bring him out. It was me and 6 officers and him, and I just looked him in the eyes. I said, look, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he starts immediately denying it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I was like, dude, look, I'm not trying to fucking entrap you here. I don't want you to say shit other than, yes, I understand. And I told him, I just want to be left the fuck alone. And he agreed, and that was that. The cops said, if anything happens again, please call us. Shit, I'm out of time, man. Looks like there's gonna be a part 2.